What is up, friends? I'm Stopher Cavins. I work as a psychic medium, and this is the Stopher Show. Thank you for being here, all three of you. Anyway, it's Monday. It's 6 p.m. Pacific time, so this is what we do every Monday. I come on, you email in your questions, and I read for you. And it's absolutely free because that's what Spirit has asked me to do. And so that's what we're going to do. Hi, Jillian. All right, we've got 4 or 5 questions that have been emailed. We are going to get into the email bag, so to speak. Of course, I've got my little spiel that I give every week. We'll chat through some stuff. Please let me know you're here in the comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Also, if you'd like to come onto the live stream with me, we can do just your voice. We can do voice and video if you're prepared to do that. And you can come onto the live stream like I used to do back in the day, last year, and we can do it that way. If you have not emailed in your question. All right. Kathy, Jen S, Acacia, you're all amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So if you would like your own personal private reading, very much different from what we do here on the Stopher Show, it would just be me and you. We can do it kind of like this on the Zoom call. Some people want to do the FaceTime because they're not good with the Zoom. If you just want a phone call, we can do that. Just go to my website, stophercavins.com. There's all the offerings there. We've got 30-minute sessions, 45-minute sessions. I offer a 50-minute combo reading, which gives you the psychic and the mediumship, or we can just do the 30 or 45-minute session for one or the other. Psychic, we get into all the stuff, right? So that's me telling you, going over your health and wellness energy, where we need to dial in, maybe where we need to acknowledge a journey that you've been on. I'll give you some information going forward. If you're in good hands, if you're on the right path there with your health and wellness. Then we go into love and relationships during a psychic session. That is all the relationships, not just the romantic ones. These are your parents, siblings, kids, neighbors, work, randoms, anybody that you need to know about what's going on between you and them. We'll get into that. Also included in that is your home life, anything going on in the 4 walls of your home or about your living situation. Are you moving? We can get into timelines, that type of thing. And then another thing we cover in the psychic sessions is career and finances, passions, how you spend your time, what that looks like. Usually shorter term, the next year or two, next couple months, that type of thing. And of course, if you have any spirituality questions, we can cover that in a psychic session as well. Mediumship is when I connect you to loved ones in spirit. We always want to bring forward the information about them, the evidence, so that you know who we're talking to. And inevitably, they have messages and things they want to say to you as well. Let me get that out of my throat. All right, Kathy says, let's put this up on the screen. It's a good question. Do we have to email the questions to you, or can we submit the questions in the chat? You can submit the questions to the chat. Thing is, I'm a little preoccupied when I'm doing the Stopher Show, and I may not see them in the chat. I don't have somebody behind the scenes helping me with production. I'm a one-man show. So for that reason, I ask that people email the questions ahead of time so that I can set it up. I've got them all here on my left side, ready to go, in the canon, so to speak. So that is why I ask that you send them to, let's talk about that, scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. Just email your questions to the Stopher Show at stophercavins.com, and I will put them on the next show. All right, Jolly, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and I always appreciate if you've had a reading with me and you have feedback, good, bad, or in between. I always encourage sharing of that, because I'm not one that ever wants to toot my own horn. If people ask me if I'm good, I'm just going to say, read my reviews. All right. And there's a few people that have written reviews on Google that did not like my services, and that's fine. But most of them are 5-star. And Jolie had an amazing reading with Stopher this weekend. I highly recommend it. Thank you. It was fantastic on my end as well. Should we get into it? Oh, I have to tell you, I'm not a doctor, not a lawyer, not a licensed real estate agent, not a couples therapist, anything licensed. I am not that. If you need more than just my opinion of your energy, please consult with the proper professionals. If I do read on health and wellness, I am not giving you a diagnosis. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just telling you where the energy is taking me and what it feels like to me. All right, ready, kids? Let's start it off. I guess I should see who it is. All right, this is from Sylvie. Sylvie, thank you for writing into the Stopher Show. I feel like I need more screen here. All right. Hi, Stopher. To clarify the question, she had asked about a love reading. And of course, another thing that I like to share is if you have a question, please be a little specific. I don't need all the context about your situation. That actually helps me to have less context, but I do need a direction about what it is you are asking about specifically. If you say, what do my guides say? I'm not going to read that here on the Stopher Show. There's a lot of energy. It's a little bit of that's something I can tell you in a private reading, but in this format, we just like a little more focus on the question. So, what do my guides say about my current partner and me, or about you know adding to my family or the job, or am I getting the job, that type of thing. All right, so to clarify the question, I was wondering if I will start dating again soon. Do you see any new love coming in? Would it be someone I already know? I love the last question because I'm already understanding this of it's not somebody coming in, it's somebody coming back, or somebody coming it's like back, kind of bubbling back up, or um basically, Sylvie, yeah, I do think you're pretty close. As it comes to timeline, we're not way, 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 way out. We're not years out. I actually feel like the person that you will start with soon, and I'm guessing it's probably within the next, I don't want to say calendar year, next 12 months. So by this time next year, you will have the opportunity to be in a relationship or to start a relationship with this person. I feel like you already know them because I'm not getting like a new, we're starting, we don't know each other. We have those kind of butterflies. We're trying to figure, the dance. It's a little bit of a different dance. It's a dance with somebody that you know, or you were already, I don't even know if you were involved with them romantically yet, but there is something that feels familiar about this person as I connect with that energy. So yeah, within 12 months, I predict that you will, like I say, have the opportunity. It's up to you whether you move forward with it, but there will be somebody identified that likes you, you're compatible with, you like them, and then it's just a matter if you go for it. All right. Let us know when that happens. You're welcome, Kathy. All right, we're gonna move on. Okay, this is from our good friend Joe. Joe, if you're here, thank you for being here. If you are not here on the live, thank you for watching. I'm sure you'll watch on the replay. All right, Joe always wants to know about work. Understandable. All right, certain work situations have become increasingly challenging around one particular employee. This employee seems to take the most of my time with the least value. Fun. I have enough information on them that the company should terminate, yet they are reluctant to do so. What do you think the outcome of this latest problem will be? Will I get a resolution that serves the company and other employees, or will we continue to suffer? This eventually will resolve itself in this. This employee is going to go away eventually, but I don't think this is soon. And I almost feel like some of the reluctance has to do with, it's almost like a hear me, I always say, hear me out. Because it's like I say, I'm going to say something and then our brains go to a certain place, right? There's a legal feeling to it. I'm not saying that this person is like suing or would sue or has that kind of energy, but it's almost like if we were to let them go, there's all these other ramifications that kind of unwind that are not fun for us as a company, or it doesn't look good, or we got there's money involved. There's something that there's some yarn that would unravel, and it's just like we're kind of trying to circumnavigate that. I think it plays itself out. We get more, it's like couple months. I feel like there's more information coming, or it's almost like I know you've got enough information to terminate now, but it's like by the time we get into like the later part of summer, I want to say like late July, August kind of area, it's like we have more information, and then it becomes a little bit more clear. I feel like by the end of this year, this person is not a thorn in your side in the way that they are now. That they are not with you anymore. And I don't mean they're dead. I mean they're just they're not at the company, or you're not dealing with them. Is kind of what I feel, Joe. So there will be a little bit of suffering. Um, I feel like you just have to, it's like playing a game, playing a game is the energy I get. I think you're doing it already is what I'm understanding as well. All right. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you, Joe. Yes, my friend Joe. I love it. Oh, happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. I forgot it's a holiday today. I should be drinking a beer or something. All right, who's next? We've got Paul or Jen, and this is the Jen part of that equation. Anybody know whatever happened to the bluest of gypsies, Gypsy Blue? I don't see her anymore. All right, hello. So for me again, my son Cameron says he's moving out in less than a month. Do you see this happening? Absolutely. Will he be living alone if he leaves our nest, or will his girlfriend be living with him? I feel like the girlfriend and one other person, because I feel like I got to put a couple people together. You're not, I don't know that it's like a situation where you're going to love the, you know, the living situation itself, or kind of the vibe or the energy. Um, and it's almost like I don't see. So what I'm predicting here is it feels like there's three people converging. So I do think the girlfriend is one of those, and then there's somebody else that either comes in and is there in and out, or that type of thing. I don't know that it's like, it doesn't feel to me like three people stay. Probably within 6 months, we're talking about him and another person. It gets a little dicey. I don't love the situation. I know you got to let the birdies fly, the coop, and that's hard. Been there, done that, but he'll figure it out. But yeah, it's not like a well thought out plan. It's kind of what I'm understanding. But I always give the with my daughter when she was younger, it was just like we're going to be in a position to support, even if we don't love the decisions, even if it's not what I would do. I'm going to stand here in support and let her know that. At the same time, I would let her know not what I would do, but I got your back. And so I always give that advice to parents kind of going through watching their kids figure things out. Because I did it. Lord knows I tried a lot of crap out, and most of it didn't work. My poor mom. All right, let's go to the next one. Thank you, Jen, for your continued support. Okay. Bear with me here. Okay, this is from Jillian. You're Fermilab. Thank you for being here. Jen S says he's very spontaneous. We will see. Yeah, I think you'll see. I think it will shake out pretty quickly. I'm not saying that he will move back, but there'll be some changes pretty quickly. It's like we got the loose plan, and then things will shift, and it will probably be frustrating, and where we're afraid to look. Okay, Suzanne Steed, you look way too young to have a daughter that has moved out. I have a daughter that has two children, so I am grandfather twice over. I also have a son that is a full adult, a fully realized man. He's 22, just turned 22, and my daughter will be 27, 27 next month or in June, early June. When was she born? 98? Yeah. I want your secret. Well, there's a little tiny filter on this, so yeah. My husband keeps me young too. Anyway, moving on. This is from Jillian. Jillian, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Hi, Stopher. My daughter turns 16 next week. She's very rebellious, doesn't follow the rules, and I'm scared something will happen to her. Will everything turn out okay with her? Yeah. All right. I got something. Hold on. So yeah, this doesn't last. I mean, she cleans things up, but I feel like there's something that like helps her kind of clean up the behaviors. As far as rule, it's like I want to take her. The energy that I'm getting is like take her and put her in something that like feels very organized. So we're hoping this isn't like an incarceration situation or like jail, and it kind of shakes her up. I don't know that it's that. I don't think that it's that. But I'm being given, even with my own daughters, like she was like had her wild time and then she joined the Navy. Same with me actually. I was kind of wild and figuring stuff out. Uh, and then I joined the Navy, and I mean that didn't go great. Same with my daughter, it didn't go great, but it helped us kind of like focus, right? So I'm getting a similar vibe that there will be something here probably within the next 18 months that kind of, I don't want to say shakes her, but kind of gets her a little collected, and then the journey starts towards different behaviors. We'll say that a little bit more organized, a little bit more independent, knowing that her actions have consequences or ripple effects and that type of thing. So that's kind of what I get. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. It might be a little jolt, just kind of like I'm thinking of like the energy of like when I went to the military and it was like, oh shit, this is real. Shit got real. That type of thing. Give it 18 months. And I'm not. I don't have any energy that something horrible or drastic will happen. So the short answer to your question is everything will turn out fine. In 18 months, different girl. Thank you for the question. All right. And if anybody wants to come on, the link should be pinned. I think it's in black and yellow, maybe. And if you'd like a question answered, send it to the Stopher Show at stophercavins.com, and I will answer it next week. Boop, boop, boop. I think that's it. Maybe one more. No, that's it. That's it. I didn't mention, I also do e-readings. If you are not into the whole like sitting for a reading on the computer or on the phone, you can do an e-reading. Super cost effective. It's one of my more cost effective sessions. You hop onto my website, choose the e-reading. There's a form that allows you to put in up to 4 questions. It's only like I think $60. And within 3 days, I will email you with a recorded reading. They average, like, depending on what the energy is, 10 to 18 minutes, somewhere in between there usually. And it'll be like this, but I'm recording it and I'm giving you all the information. And that's that. People seem to like them. I get a lot of good feedback. So if you're not into, traditionally sitting for a reading on the phone or on Zoom, we can do it that way as well. All right. Any question? Any other like spiritual questions? Or I thought somebody had put a political question. Somebody had asked on the YouTube before we went live, how long Trump will be in office. I guess that was concerning to them. I think it's a long time. Anyway, did I bore everyone to sleep? Leah, thank you for being here. Okay, Julian, you are welcome. I hope that helps answer some questions or the question. We're gonna shut it down. If nobody, if somebody has a question, you can put it into the chat here, and I will see what I can do. If not, we'll shut it down, and I will go have dinner. Not sleeping. Not sleeping. Nope. I woke you up. All right. India Art Love. Indie Art Love. Sorry. I asked earlier about my mother-in-law. I think she's getting Alzheimer. Maybe you didn't see. Okay, so what's the question though? Are you asking if she has Alzheimer's? Because I wouldn't really know, but I can. Yeah, Acacia, I see you traveling to, I feel like the southeast portion of the United States. It feels like a shorter kind of trip. And then I do have another trip that in the southeast portion of the United States, that feels like it's a summertime kind of thing. And then after that, we're getting into spring and or I don't know my uh after summer is fall. Okay, there we go. Nailed it. Fall and kind of into early winter. I feel like there is something that takes you outside the country, or at least to an island or something like that. It feels like we're not in the continental United States. So yes, there's two trips. One feels a little bit more major, and one feels like it's just kind of visiting family or something like that. She's forgetting things right after you tell her, like big. These are you're putting question marks, but I don't really. Okay, so let me just give you what I get around it. Once again, I have to tell you, I'm not a doctor, and this is not a diagnosis or a non-diagnosis or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I get when I connect to. This is your mom, right? It feels to me like it's something that's kind of going on. There's like a cause and effect, is what I'm trying to say, is what I'm feeling. So it's almost like something that she's taking, or it could be supplements, it could be medications. I mean, for all I know, it could be mold in the house. It's like there's an ingesting kind of situation where something's going into her body that is causing a little bit of things to go a little haywire. So it almost feels like it's like there's a yeah, I don't know that it's Alzheimer, but right. I mean, it could be drinking, but there's something that's just kind of like working. It's like we put the recipe together inside the body, and it's not working in a great way, and so it's causing a little bit of fuzziness. So I would definitely always talk to a medical professional, but it's like maybe explore that is what I want to say. That specific thing. Maybe we're kind of playing with removing things or monitoring her drinking or something else. I don't. Yeah, it could be sleeping pills, and it's almost like it's not the immediate cause. Like okay, so if you drink and it makes you like wonky, of course, but it's like an ongoing whatever this is. It's like it's causing an ongoing. What's the word I want to look for? It's causing other effects. Okay, residual makes sense. Good. Okay. Yeah. Keep an eye on her. But I'm not I'm just I can't get there with the energy of Alzheimer or even like a dementia or something like that, because that's almost something that's obviously not reversible at this point. This feels to me like we can kind of collect it and figure it out. How about that? Better? That's what I get for playing with the mic. Yeah, because I'm looking at the soundboard and it wasn't, there's like a little green line that goes up when I'm talking, and it was flat. So I'm like, we have no connection. Yeah, it wasn't muted though. I just pulled this out. All right, I'll stop messing with the mic. What was I saying? No. We don't do that here. No, we don't do that here. I don't give a F about Mercury retrograde. It was just me. It can be easily explained. It was me that I just pulled out the cord. I don't give any energy to that. We don't do that here. All right. There we go. I know, right? No. Because it's like drives me crazy when people are like, oh, it's like blame Mercury retrograde. I'm like, no, if you give it that energy, maybe, but I don't give it that energy. It's not what we do. There's no place here. All right. Where was I? Did you guys miss anything important from me? Let's see. What was I talking about? Did you hear me talk about Richard? He'll be fine. The trip will be good. He's got a plan. He'll be comfortable. Music will be on point. He's got a playlist. Perfect. And I think we're going to call it. Okay. Did you get that, Suzanne? Cool. All right, friends. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. Unless you have any other burning questions, I'll give you like 30 seconds to get them in. So me and my husband were getting a new couch. We gave our old couch to a friend. She picked it up yesterday. So our living room is like, it's got like one table and of course like a TV stand or whatever. And so I can hear the dogs downstairs. They love it. They're like, right, and it's like super echoey. So they're just acting like idiots downstairs. But Beth, is my job secure? Yeah, I feel like it is for now, Beth. When we get kind of into the later, or I almost want to flip like 6 months. So what's that put us in? What are we in now? March, September, October. I feel like I don't feel as secure. So it is for now. I think you've got a good 6 months, but and I don't think it's like you are the problem. I feel like it's more of just a situation with the job, the employer, what they've got going on, what they're not able to do, what they are able to do. And so that it's like we kind of skim for 6 months. I do think you probably won't feel secure, but I do think it's secure. Once you get into that part of the year, this year, I would start trying to set something else up. That's just me. If I was in this energy that I'm feeling, I would start, putting things together so that in 6 months, if something comes up, I'm prepared. Okay. You love this background. I just got this background. I just stole it off the interwebs, and I was looking for something similar to this because I follow some people that put out content and they have like a little geometric background, and I liked that. It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah. A couple of people asked about the JFK files. No, I don't. I don't think it's almost like we have more questions. It just creates more questions. And actually, I don't think they come out tomorrow. It's like I think it's pushed back. So my prediction is they don't. And you can tell me next week if I got that wrong, but I don't think they come out tomorrow. And when they do, I think they will finally come out. But when they do, it's just like there's not going to be a lot there, and it's more questions than it is answers. All right. Hi, Deborah. Thank you. I will enjoy my dinner. I don't know what I'm having. I think my husband put something together today. I heard about a conference happening in June. What is the energy around my attendance? Will it be worth it? I don't think you're going to the conference in June, to be honest. I don't know what the reason is. I don't know if you decide that it's not worth it or just the energies don't quite connect for me. Okay. All right, redacted. Yeah, it's kind of like the redacted Epstein files, but we're talking about the JFK files. A lot of that where it's like, okay, we've been here. We've been down this road. We've seen this, and there's like 3 new words that you're unredacting, re-redacting, redacting. Anyway, all right, kids. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do it again next Monday. Share the live or share this with your friends. Bring some people with you. All right. Peace always. Bye bye.